Every year, People's Magazine crowns the world's sexiest man alive. So today, I'm going to analyze the past 7 years of the sexiest men alive and use that to show you how exactly you can increase your sex appeal as a man. Number 1, get more attention by learning an instrument. Blake Shelton is an award-winning musician who was crowned the world's sexiest man in 2017. And studies have found that the reason women find musicians so sexually appealing, it is because they are subconsciously trying to find a man that can provide their children with an advantageous quality of life. So, for you to increase your sex appeal as a man, you'll need to learn an instrument. But to make sure that you really drive her crazy, I'm gonna show you what instruments women rated the most to least sexually attractive. The first instrument with 26% of the votes is the guitar. Second, with 25% of the votes, is the saxophone, which, by the way, your boy used to play back in school. Third, with 21% of the votes, is the piano. Fourth, with 14% of the votes, is the violin. And fifth, with 7% of the votes, is the drums. But that's only just the first way to increase your sex appeal. And between you and me, when I was analyzing these 7 men, it only gets better than here. You gotta keep watching, because honestly, I was a little shocked by who was crowned the sexiest man in the world in 2021. But let's move on to number 2. Look more humble by redirecting compliments. Idris Elba won the award for sexiest man in the world in 2018. And out of all the world's sexiest live men winners, he was the most universally accepted by all women. All because of his humility.
He can't be that perfect. There's got to be one.
He actually is, though. Like,
goofy. Do you know what I mean? At home, that means like goofy. Like, he's really goofy. And I love that because he's like so suave and like sexy.
How dope is that you get your clip of a girl talking about you like that?
Just sort of clumsy and a bit, you know, not like intimidatingly suave.
Look how good that girl was talking about it. You can see that even though he's extremely good looking, he shows his humility by not taking himself too seriously. So, here's how you can show humility when you're around other people. First, never take credit for anything good you do in life. For example, let's say you get a good grade in school. You could say something like, "Thank you, but there's no way I could have gotten this grade without my professor." Let's say you get a promotion at work. You could also say, "Thank you, but honestly, there's no way I could have done this without my team." By constantly diverting praise to somebody else, you're using what psychologists call attributional humility, which makes you appear humble, and women find sexually appealing. Number 3, get the right job to get more status. You see, John Legend won the award in 2019, and what makes him so sexually appealing to women is his long list of accomplishments. He has won the Academy Award, he has won 2 Emmys, he's won 12 Grammys. All these awards build up a status that places him above every other man. For example, I want you to see what his wife says about him when she's asked about his sex life.
"It is funny. If he performs, I'm like, oh, he's sexy. We'll probably have sex that night."
Saw that? When he performs and the status he receives from that performance instantly turns her on, and that drives him sexually wild. So much so that she wants to have sex with him. Now, the advice is not to go out and win a few Grammys, but you could do the same in your own personal life by picking a specific job. And I'm gonna show you which jobs women find the most sexually appealing. Now, the way we analyze this is that Tinder did a study and showed which job titles were the most sexually appealing based on which job titles got the most swipes, the most matches. Now, in number of importance, the top 10 jobs are interior designer, pilot, physician's assistant, lawyer, PR and communication, producer, visual designer, model, college/graduate student, and engineer. And now, as you notice, all these jobs are attainable, and most of them without a degree, and it gives you a few options. You can either tell her, 1, you can actually go and get the job. 2, you can tell women that you're actively working towards that job, which they find sexually appealing. Or 3, you can just tell them you already got it, even if you don't. But you didn't hear that from me. That's kind of messed up. But this takes me to number 4. Maximize your appearance to make women crazy. Michael B. Jordan is one of the world's leading action actors, and he was voted the world's sexiest man back in 2020, mainly for his appearance, but primarily because of his face. I mean, just look at how women talk about it.
His code name is Wayfair Couch because I'm about to sit on that face. Okay, you guys, stop.
I never realized that. Oh, slick.
He glistens in the sun like a rotisserie chicken from Boston Market. Just gobble gobble. Oh, wait.
So the goal is to get women to think of you and that passion. Now, Michael B. Jordan has a lot of things going for him, but one of the things that sets him apart is how he takes care of his hair. The man is 37 years old, and if you notice, he still has a strong hairline. And this is important because studies have proven women are attracted to men with thick hair. And we know 2 in 3 men start losing their hair by the time they reach 30. Now, I don't know what he does, but what I do is I use preventative methods to make sure that as I get older, I still keep my head of hair. And I started this in my mid-20s. So if you're there, I need you to start doing the same. The ones that I use are from our sponsor, Keeps. I've been using it for years, and compared to a lot of other men in my age, I managed to keep my same hairline since I started this channel. But don't just take my word for it. I want to see if women really prefer men with better hairline. So I took a picture of one of our subscribers. So I had a designer do 3 variations: bald, receding hairline, and a full head of hair. I then brought groups of women and asked them to rate the pictures of all 3 variations. Now, the reason I did 3 variations is because this is the natural progression that comes with hair loss. This is why I said most men will start losing their hair by mid-20s, early 30s. If you can catch some of that hair loss early and start preventative methods then, you'll never get to the worst stage possible. This is why with Keeps, I've been using the only 2 FDA-approved medications that have been clinically proven to stop hair loss and in some situations even regrow any lost hair, and why I have 0 hair loss to this day. Now, after the women rated the 3 pictures, the results were obvious. Women love men with a full head of hair. Now, in 2nd place came bald, and in 3rd place came a receding hairline. Now, the tough part about the last 2 is that this is mostly genetic. A lot of times, you're going to lose your hair if both your mom and your dad have lost your hair. So if you already know this, your solution is to prevent it before it happens. If you guys want to check out Keeps and keep most of your hair so it looks amazing for the rest of your life, I'm going to have it linked down below. You're also going to get a special offer. That way you can start the process today and keep your hair. Number 5, avoid these habits so you don't look like a degenerate. If you think that all these men are just crowned because of their wealth and their fame and masculinity, you gotta think again. Paul Rudd, who won in 2021, only stands 5 foot 9 inches tall, without large muscles, and has a baby face. But look at how women react when they are approached randomly on the street and asked the question, would you have sex with Paul Rudd?
Would you have sex with Paul Rudd? That's Paul Rudd.
Of course I would.
Yes, thank you. Here's $1.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you married?
I'm not married. I'm single, ready to mingle.
Well, okay. Well, he's married with kids. Bye. Miss for $1. Miss for $1. Would you have sex with Paul Rudd?
Yeah.
Yes, here's $1. Here, would you have sex with Paul Rudd?
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Let's go, Paul Rudd. Let's go. Sir, for $1. For $1. Would you have sex with Paul Rudd? Look at his eyes.
No,
Why?
because he's a man.
My man. That was right.
Okay, there you go. Here, take $1. Let's go. Everyone wants to have sex with Paul Rudd. Miss, for $1. Would you have sex with Paul Rudd?
No, I'm married. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, but still. No one will know.
Smart woman.
Faithful to my husband.
No one will know.
I'm so sorry.
No one will know.
That's a keeper.
For $1, would you have sex with Paul Rudd? He's right here. What?
I would for nothing.
Yes, take your $1. Yes.
So the man's 3 for 3, basically. Every single woman approached would basically have sex with this guy. The reason so many women would be open to have sex with this guy is that he's never appeared in any type of scandal, and he's never talked about badly. So here's a checklist to make sure that you're a high-quality, dependable man that's not seen as a degenerate. Have you drunk alcohol more than once in the past 7 days? Have you taken any illegal drugs in the past 7 days? Have you smoked tobacco or marijuana the last 7 days? Are you currently in debt? Are you currently fighting with your parents? Are you currently unemployed? Do you spend more than 1 hour a day on social media? Do you spend more than 1 hour a day playing video games? Is your room a mess? Do you only eat takeout food? Look, if the answer is yes to like less than 3 of these, then you're probably a dependable, straight up dude. However, if you said yes to 4 to 6 of these, you're probably more like the average man. Now, if you said yes to more than 6 of these, you're probably a low quality dude that's not that dependable. Now think about it. I've already increased your sex appeal up until now because you're now learning how to play an instrument. You're humble through compliment redirection. You're using your status to get more dates. You take care of your appearance, and you prevent bad habits that might make you a degenerate. So far, you're gonna be a complete sex appeal stud. However, there are 2 more things I want you to start doing to truly top off your sex appeal, which takes me to number 6. I want you to show chivalry with this message. Chris Evans won the award of Sexiest Man Alive in 2022 because of his chivalry. I want you to look at this video. That's a stud right there, bro. That move was so smooth too. Chivalry is just that act of being polite, respectful, kind, and women find chivalrous men sexually appealing because it taps into their biological need to find a man who's not only going to be supportive but protective as a father and husband. So here's a technique for you to show more chivalry. Whether you're at school, college, or work, I want you to take notice of who is there and who's not. Then, if you notice a girl that you like or are interested in, I want you to send her this simple message. Hey, I noticed you weren't at today. Here's everything you missed. You want to keep the message simple and short. Don't try to start a conversation. And actually, you don't even have to send this to just a girl you like. Send it to anybody, any girl you know. Because then, all the girls are going to start telling their friends about what you did. And they will all start to see that you're just a chivalrous guy to everyone. You're not just a nice dude that's doing it to try to get attention from that one girl you like. And that will be sexually appealing. Number 7, look older by replacing immature clothing. Patrick Dempsey is a famous actor who won the award in 2023. The reason is because he is able to capitalize on every woman's desire for an older, more competent man.
He's a wonderful actor, and we made, the best TV you can make together.
Yeah.
That's a talented man right there.
It is.
And he did 11 amazing years.
Yeah.
In fact, girls go so crazy for this man, the dude has a nickname. It's called McDreamy.
And then you can turn around and be on Nightline. Say hello to Nightline.
It makes walking around with a 50-year-old trying to find out what his next act might be surprisingly challenging.
Somebody wants to say hello. She's looking at you here.
Hello.
You won't interrupt. It's okay.
I remember you juggling in the front yard.
Yeah?
And for me, I was younger. It was great.
All because he looks older. He's more competent, and women desire that. So today, you're gonna achieve the same thing, because I'm gonna show you 5 pieces of clothing you can replace, and 5 things to replace them with to look older today. First, I want you to replace cotton shoes with leather shoes. I want you to replace baggy clothing with fitted clothing. I want you to replace light colors with darker color. I want you to replace long hair with shorter hair. And fit, I want you to replace clean shaven with a beard. Look, you don't have to do all 5 of these. These are suggestions. So what I would suggest is pick the 2 or 3 that you feel comfortable with, that you think you can pull off best, and you will immediately look older and more competent to increase your sexual appeal, just like Patrick Dempsey. Boys, if you take all of these 7 traits from the 7 sexiest men alive, I promise you, you will increase your sex appeal.